Pick up the phone and call Mom. Getting Mark was licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act. California NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Texas and Tennessee 184373. Arizona 0941504. And Nevada 57237.
Ask the credit cowboy about your credit needs. Hi, y'all. Steve Altoni and the Credit Cowboy from Credit Law Solutions. Do you have questions about your credit and how it may be preventing you from purchasing your dream home? Ask the Credit Cowboy. Offer a free consultation where we'll go over where your credit currently is and how we can help you improve your credit so you can get into your dream home today. Call the Credit Cowboy at 818-932-9531. AskTheCreditCowboy.com.
Debbie Marcoux is licensed by the Department of Business Oversight under the California Residential Mortgage Lending Act, NMLS ID 237926. Also licensed in Arizona 0941504, Georgia 69178, Illinois 031.0058339, Nevada 57237, Oregon, Tennessee 184373, Texas, Washington MLO 237926, Heidi Slagle Points, California DBO 1666881.
She's the mortgage mom. She can get things done. When you're in need and don't know where to go, pick up the phone and call Mom.
All right, well, welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux, and I do not have Heidi today. I'm actually thought I could be cool enough to do this by myself, but I'm not. So I have Larry Ehrlich. He is our mortgage dad. He is on the phone with me. Say hi, Larry.
Hi, Larry.
I love it. All right, so for many of you out there, you have maybe talked with Larry before. Larry is on my team. Larry's awesome. Larry, when did you start in the business?
Well, I think we were using writing pads by then, but it was 1987.
1987. So if you guys have any questions whatsoever and you want to know something, Larry is your man. And let me just tell you what this show is all about. This show is all about Debbie getting out of town. I am going on vacation. I am leaving tomorrow. But obviously, I have got an amazing team that is going to be here at the office working for you. Larry is fantastic. He's going to be talking to all of the new clients that call in that have questions. I have Carrie. I've got Cindy when he's when he's busy. And then obviously, we've always got our amazing Heidi, who just could not be here for the show today. So welcome to Mortgage Mom Radio. I am Debbie Marcoux. You guys listen to me every week. We bring you all kinds of information about mortgage lending, what is going on, in the world, how are guidelines changing, what kind of FICO scores do you need to buy a house, how much money do you need down, what are closing costs. We talk about it all. So if you guys are watching, please, and you have questions, put it in the feed. Go ahead and type it right into the feed. Ask us those questions. We are more than happy to answer those for you and, make sure that we're bringing you the information that you need. If you are listening to me on Saturday morning on Go Country 105, you guys could be watching us do this live, asking us your questions, and you could hear us answer those for you right during the show. So you need to follow us on YouTube or on Facebook, wherever you like to use social media, you can find us. Everywhere you look, it's Mortgage Mom Radio. That's how you get a hold of us. But if you subscribe to our channel, to Mortgage Mom Radio, click that notification button so that it does let you know when we are live. Facebook always lets you know when we're live if you follow our page. So that is how you watch us on Wednesdays. And I have got Larry on the phone. Larry, what is going on in the mortgage world today? What are you seeing?
Well, I'm seeing that we're really busy. I mean, I think everybody thought that in March, the market was going to crash, prices were going to go down, people weren't going to buy homes, people weren't going to refinance. And I think people thought that we were headed into a major recession. I was just looking at a chart, and as of March 23rd, the stock market was just barely over 19,000.
It was a little sad. Yes.
It was a little sad, and everybody thought, this is the end, and we're going to have a recession, and Dow is going to crash, and we're going to not be liquid in the markets and stuff, and and things didn't go that way. I mean, if you look at the stock market today, Dow Jones over 26,000 points, and we're headed back. I mean, I think people that never really lost confidence in the market, and things change so quickly. And, I know I'm busy. I know our company is due for another record month this month. And, people are buying homes, and for people that aren't sure, I used to know a guy, or I still know him actually, and he's a multimillionaire, and he owns probably 75, 80 homes in the United States, and he always told me, there's never a bad time to buy a home. There's only a bad time to sell a home. So if you're thinking about buying, give Debbie a call, and let's talk about, what your financials are, what we need to do to help you. If you're not there yet, we'll tell you you're not there yet. But here's what you need to do, because I think that we are back. I think the market is strong. And if you're waiting on the sidelines, I think you're going to be very sad that you didn't jump in when you had the opportunity.
Well, I absolutely agree with that. Everything but call Debbie, because Debbie is getting out of town.
Okay. Call Larry while Debbie's out of town.
Call Larry while Debbie is out of town. I am getting my family off. We are going to take a very needed break. We've been really busy. I mean, honestly, the rates started to drop at, really about the third week of February. And then, they were really, really low. I think March 9th was our lowest date that we had. And then all of a sudden they kind of started, up and down, very, very volatile, kind of crazy all over the place. And then we kind of have started to see things kind of cool down. So the rates kind of leveled off a little bit. They were a little higher than what we wanted, definitely not nearly as low as they were on March the 9th. And now all of a sudden, over the last week or so, we have seen those rates come back down again. I don't think we're quite where we were before on March the 9th, but we're maybe 0.25% off of the lowest rates that I've seen in the history of my career. I've been doing it for 25 years. Larry, you've got more time than that on me. Are these the lowest rates you've ever seen?
These are absolutely the lowest rates I have ever seen. And that's why I said, if people, if you're waiting on the sidelines, I think you're going to be sorry in a couple of months.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So everybody listening, call Larry. Call him right now. Get on his calendar. Matt's answering the phone just like he always does, and he will get you scheduled to talk with Larry. If Larry is super busy, we've got Carrie and Cindy that are helping. Of course, we've always got the amazing Miss Heidi in the background that is getting those loans done and getting them through the system for you. So don't be surprised if you hear from her once she starts reviewing your application. But, don't wait. It is really a great time. I got to tell you, I am busier right now this time of year than I was last year or the year before or for many years before that. So I'm not exactly sure. The loss of consumer confidence can't be there. And I don't know what they're saying. I don't know what all of the announcements are saying. Have you heard anything about consumer confidence, Larry?
I have not in the last month. But I'm expecting it's gained momentum, I believe. I mean, oil prices are way down, and I believe, not that anybody's really driving anywhere yet, but I believe that I think sentiment is going to be up. I have a lot of people that are looking at homes right now, and I believe that, we're going to see, it's going to heat up even further. I mean, people want to buy a home, and I think they're excited about buying a home.
Yeah, I really agree. And I don't know, obviously looking at what, the state of the economy and one out of 4 people being out of a job, and you would really not believe that is something that is happening. And, obviously we've been through turmoil for the last week since the last time that we did a show last Wednesday. Now we've had, all of the, the protesting and the riots and the looting, and there's been a lot of that also happening, and you would just expect for things to really slow down and get very, very quiet, and they haven't. It has been absolutely the busiest time that we've had, and not just with refinances, the pre-approvals, the purchases. People are out there, they're actively looking and they're actively buying, and like Larry said, you just don't want to miss, you don't want to miss that opportunity. So what do you guys do? You give us a call. How do you call us? It's 844-935-3634. That's 844 we lend for you. That is LEND and the number 4. So 844 we lend for you. That is how you guys get a hold of Larry while I am gone and out of town. I am taking off. I am leaving. But how else can you guys get a hold of Larry? It's really easy. If you have our phone app, if you guys download the phone app, text the word mom to 36260. Obviously, there's that awesome calculator that's in there. I've talked about many shows in the past, over and over again. There's the awesome calculator, but there's also a contact us button, and there is a call the office, which will get you right over to Larry, or there is an email Larry. He is on the phone app, and you guys can get directly to him. So, if you guys do want to reach out, I'm telling you, Larry has got so much experience and he is amazing. Definitely somebody that I feel can fill my shoes and probably do them better. So you guys are not missing out whatsoever with me gone. And I am not going to miss you either. I'm just saying. Just saying. All right, Matt, what you got going on over there?
Just got a quick hello from America.
Oh, hey. Hey, Erica. Thank you so much for watching. We're a little early today. Started a little bit before 5. I'm a little anxious to get home and start packing to try to get out of town tomorrow. Is that all? Is that all we got right now?
That's it for now.
All right, perfect. So everybody listening, guys, you guys got to watch us every Wednesday. We're live at 5, and you guys can put all of your questions right into the feed. Ask us anything at all that you guys are thinking about. We're more than happy to answer those questions for you. We want to get the information to you. That is what this show is all about. It's an education show. So we want to answer those questions and make sure that you're moving and we have you going in the right steps, one foot in front of the other. So, Larry, I've had a lot of people asking me recently, and I want to get your answer on this, but they've been talking about mortgage insurance. And they're, calling me and they're wanting to remove mortgage insurance, but they have, maybe 10% equity in their home. They don't really have the 20% equity. So in that situation, how do you, I know how I respond, and I'll get to that in a little bit, but I want to know how you respond when somebody comes to you with that PMI question. Can I refinance? Can I remove my mortgage insurance? But they don't have the 20% equity.
Yeah, I try and find out a little bit more about, how long are they going to be in the house? What's their goals? Are they going to be here another 6 months, a year, 3 years? What's their goals? And then depending on that, I might tell them, look, if you have an existing FHA loan, you have expensive mortgage insurance, yes, let's look at that, because there's a couple of different ways you can get rid of mortgage insurance. And sometimes it's, depending on your credit score, it's a simple way of paying a one-time fee and you're done. And that one-time fee can be really a small number if you're, if you have a really good credit score. Sometimes we can just reduce your credit score, like you have an FHA loan and you want to go to a conventional loan, but you don't have 20% equity. We can still get that payment down for you. We can lower your rate and lower that PMI premium, because PMI premiums or mortgage insurance premiums are based on, how much equity you have in the house, what your credit scores are, and maybe, your credit scores weren't that good when you bought the home. Maybe they're way better now. So there's different things that we can look at to see about how to get your payments down, because it's all about reducing your monthly debt.
That's all it's all about. We just want to make sure we've got everybody out there in a good cash flow situation, and that the rates are low. If you have done financing, I would say about any time from really probably January of this year, January of 2020. If you took out financing January of 2020 or earlier, there's a very, very good chance that you could benefit from a refinance. Larry, thinking back to where we were last year, because obviously we did not expect February to come and for rates to do what they did. Sure. Thinking back to December of 2019, where do you think our average interest rate was, if you had to say, just on average?
I would say mid to high 4s.
Right. So really, if you're in a 4.5% rate and we can get you down to 3.5 or 3.25, I mean, that's a full point in rate. That is going to be a phenomenal amount of savings. Now, the other thing that we've noticed too is that property values have gone up. I had a client just on the phone with me right before the show started, and we did her purchase a year ago, and her property has already gone up, 10%. So we're at a position where we've got, 15% equity instead of